Hey, it's Jeff Roberts here at Giga Texas, what I call Construction Disneyland, because when you arrive, you just don't know which exciting attraction to go to first. It's like that same feeling in your stomach when you were a kid, and it's just there's so much going on. So let's get to it. We're gonna do a Grand Circle tour video today, so I'm gonna talk a lot about a few different things, or maybe a little bit about a lot of different things. Let's find out. All right, let's get in the air. Let's go. Woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna go in the car so you can hear me better. And let's make sure my audio is still rolling here. Yep, we are, Yes, we are rolling. So we're getting in the car. All right. And fix the microphone a little bit. All right, so let's go to our normal starting spot. And I'm usually anywhere between 130 and 150 feet when I do when I do the opening shot. And normally I fly the same flight path every day, so everybody has kind of relevance for all the changes, because sometimes there are so many transformations from one day to the next that unless you're being told you're in the same place, you would not believe it. So we're going to deviate from that flight path a little bit today, because it's going to be a Grand Circle tour, whatever that means. We'll find out together. And a lot of the information I'm going to share with you is from the Quad Squad. The Quad Squad is 4 YouTube drone pilots that cover Terra, Texas, and they are me, Jeff Roberts, Joe Tetmeyer, whose channel is Joe Tetmeyer, and then we've got Randy from Terafactory, Texas, and Jack from Texas Terafactory. And the 4 of us decided to coordinate just for safety and for maintaining our investment so we don't crash into each other flying the site all the time. And then we became friends, and we started trading information and screenshots, and before you know it, we've got like a whole kind of brain trust going with the site. So we all kind of benefit each other with what we each individually learn, we bring to the table, so that way everybody can benefit from the information. And so a lot of what I'm going to share today is from the Quad Squad, so thank you in advance, Joe, Jack, and Randy, for all of your friendship and information. And let's start here at the Northwest Pond. Now this used to be, and I'm going to fly faster and jerkier today because I need to get further on one battery. So this used to all be pond here, swamp, and this is where we met Swampy. He started in the mid pond, which I'll show you later, but this is where he spent a lot of time and where I kind of became very excited about Swampy and liked to catch him doing his thing. And it was fun talking about him in the comments, because it was like he moved in slow motion, and it's like, how does he get anything done? And then you come the next day and the whole thing was gone. And so it's like Swampy rolled, man. He ruled, and I don't know where he is now. He's gone. So anyway, we're down to this last little part of the Northwest Pond, and this is going to be gone according to the site plan, because this corner of the building right here, which is the northwest corner, is, and that's the front of the building, is going to match this side of the building over here. And if you notice, there, see? And that is the diamond shape that Elon was tweeting about last night, as a matter of fact. And he did confirm that this building is facing true north. So see, this is the left side of the front of the building when you're looking at it. We're looking south right now. We're looking true south. And then this is the right side or northwest corner of the building, and you can see that it looks like a puzzle with a piece missing, and that piece is that remaining pond there. So once that's gone, we're going to finish putting this puzzle together, and it's going to be a perfect diamond symmetric thing. So that's really cool. We got the GeoPier machines added again in the north end here. We're traveling south now, and these GeoPiers are reinforcing what's underneath what's going to be the slab. So there's this is getting ready for some heavy machinery. We're flying over what I call building number 2 right now, and we've got some more geopier over what I call building 3. And to the right side is building 1. If you saw my reveal video on the site plan, I'll be referencing those numbers. And here's a truck train continuing to fill the middle spot. It's like the red splotch on Jupiter. They're filling it up, and pretty soon we're not going to see it. We're traveling toward the southeast corner of the property, and this is in the building 3 and building 2 area. And this has been talked about. It's a giant big dig type of pit, and we've been talking about casting machines and gigapresses, and this is a huge area. I mean, look at the scale of the hole compared to the equipment, and imagine, you know, these gigapresses that smash out, you know, entire cars in one casting. This is a much bigger area, you know, unless you're putting multiple machines, but obviously this is going to be some kind of a sub foundation here for some real heavy duty activity, and that is really exciting. I call it casting land back here, by the way, because that's probably what's going to be going on, I would imagine. I don't know. It's exciting to speculate, and it's helpful to have the community brain in the comment section. We're all smarter together. All right, climbed up to 200 feet, and I'm going to have to probably maybe step outside for controller connection issues as we get further down the site. And we're above the level of the high tension wires, so we're going to fly backwards, not worrying about flying into Austin Energy's property. And okay, so here is the southwest corner of the building, and this is where retention pond 1 is going to be according to the site plan. So that's that area right there. And I believe, if I'm reading the site plan correctly, which I'm probably not because I'm not a construction expert, I believe that this tree line, and Joe even mentioned, or maybe questioned it, that this tree line back here on the other side of the now high tension wires that we're on the other side of, is going to remain. So maybe those trees stay here as kind of a berm, and I think some of the pond over here might remain, but the retention pond, the intended retention pond, is going to be this whole kind of triangular area here on the southwest corner of the building. So that's what that's going to be according to the site plan. All right, now how can we fly faster? Here we go. Okay, we're going to try to get some coverage here in this one battery. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll see how far we'll get. So we're going to be flying toward the blotch that is quickly disappearing, and it was a dark spot. It was a little bit lower grade. They collected water when it rained, and they're filling it in with the truck train. Let me roll up my window here. All right. So this middle area getting filled, almost disappeared. And they will continue that activity until it does disappear and blends in perfectly with the rest of the surface. And here is, I believe, the mid-pond area coming up on this side of the road there. And this is where Swampy first was, I believe, at the beginning of this whole thing. And this was all trees and rough terrain and swamps, ponds. Crazy. And now it's all flat. This is day 60, by the way. 2 months and a total transformation. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, we're maintaining 200 feet because we want to cross over the high tension wires on the north end of the property. There's some more geopier activity going on, strengthening the underneath parts of the foundation, which is not poured yet, but we're getting close, I believe, and some of the other guys believe, based on what we're seeing around the site with Keystone that Joe pointed out. Keystone is a company that does foundation work and cement work and slab work and tilt-up wall work. So they may be around here for a while. And they've got a good reputation, according to Joe. He does all this deep dive research. If you want some serious deep dives and information, Joe is your guy. Joe Tetmeyer, great channel. Oh, and Jack, by the way, had a great early morning sunrise video a couple of days ago that was just phenomenal. I've never seen imagery from this site like that. So definitely check that out. So here on the north side of Harold Green Road, we just passed over Harold Green Road. They literally have flattened this in the last few days. This was not here last week. This is all new, flattening and leveling and preparing. And here's the closed down Martin Marietta batch plant, but I think it might be revived or knocked down. But more on that story later. It's all speculative right now, but they sure have been working this area. In fact, let me go back here, give you some perspective. We're going to fly backwards. And so I don't know if they're preparing this batch plant for operation to get ready to bring in the levels of concrete they need for the foundation, which is a ton, or what, but something major is going on over here. As you can see, we've got lots of work being done right around this batch plant. So it looks like maybe this is going to be upgraded, and there's some parts over in batch plant parts land that would also indicate that there's more capability to come for cement. And here's what we call the Starship landing pad, and that is a wastewater treatment plant on wheels, that white container looking thing. And here's some concrete that was poured. Oh, they moved them! Look! They moved the batch plant parts up here. Are they building a batch plant right here? Oh my gosh, I've got to go home. My battery's about to die. Oh my goodness. See, every day is a new exciting adventure up here. I cannot believe it. You heard it live, almost live. So we're coming back because our battery is at the point of no return if we stay out. DJI, this is a Mavic Air 2. DJI has really got some intelligence built into the drones these days, and it basically uses its position to calculate how much battery you'll need to fly back, and then it warns you when you need to basically fly back. So in my videos, when I'm switching batteries, I try to remember exactly where I was and then start off at the same altitude in the same position and then just do a crossfade, because I want to have a continuous mission of the flight path. But for this video, since we're doing a grand circle tour, we're just going to slap another battery in and then we're going to head a different direction. Looks like we've been joined by a white Model 3. Is this Gail from the Austin Tesla Owners Club or somebody else? You never know, because there are so many white Model 3s in Austin now, as there are many blue Model 3s and red Model 3s and black Model 3s and all of the colors. It's a beautiful thing. I love seeing all these Teslas around here in a state where you're not allowed to buy one, right? Yeah, that's gonna get fixed. All right. Let's land this puppy and swap the battery, and I will be right back with you shortly. Okay, so let's go back up to our batch plant, our new batch plant. This is truly amazing. I just have to look at this one more time. Come on, little drone. Faster, faster. Let me see if I can make this go faster. There we go. I like the crab fly. By the way, you may have noticed that in my videos. I like to do slow turns when I'm flying sideways and kind of ease into it. Try to keep the same line, the same direction of travel, and then just change the view. Anyway, fun drone flying techniques. But in this video, excuse me, for the Grand Circle Tour, we don't care about smooth flying as much because we want to see everything without burning 500 batteries. So here's the batch plant that is currently shut down, but it looks like there's a lot going on here. And and we had just discovered at the Starship launch pad that we've got some batch plant parts that have been moved up here. Now, does that mean they're just staging for adding to this plant here? That would probably make the most sense, because they're not going to build a whole plant on this pad if they've already got one there. But yeah, this is truly, truly amazing. And these, I think, are definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these are the same ones that were in the back, and we'll double check that in a minute. Here, let's zoom down. Whoops. Oh, man. Okay. Definitely in fast mode here today. So yeah, look at that. They got moved. Pretty cool. You never know what you're going to see from one day to the next around this place. It all changes so quickly, and that cement over there is drying nicely. All right. Well, that is exciting. So now it's time to fly over the east side of the property. And we're going to just kind of just look up here. And here's the other Martin Marietta. This is the operation that's continuing, of course. Their business is continuing for the time being. And they're going to play a very important role very soon, I have a feeling. Okay. And here's the area that didn't exist only a week ago. All of this clearing almost instantly done. Look at this. Wow. Amazing. Look at this house. What's the deal with this house? What is the deal with this house? Oh, that thing's so gone. And so's the doghouse. It's all going to be gone soon. All right, enough of that. On to the east side. All right, what's going to go on over here on the east side? Anybody? I know that the switch yard's going to be over here. So we're going to have the switch yard somewhere in this area. And the temporary switch yard will be just east in a smaller little box. Maybe somewhere, I don't know, around here. And this used to be the employee parking lot, or the crew parking lot. And it's still kind of the parking area, but everything's linear now. Park in a line. And there is the fueling tank for the equipment, or at least one of them. I'm going to turn around here real quick. Staying away from the high tension wires because we're now at 134 AGL above ground level. And we certainly don't want to run into those things. Alright, so I'm turning around backwards so it matches the site plan. If you've seen the site plan, then you've seen it from this perspective. And down here is retention pond number 2. Let me get there. I believe, let's go up a little bit higher. Yeah. Okay. So right there is retention pond number 2. And that is just south of the switchyard area. So that is according to the site plan that was released the other day, that we're all so excited about and reading far too much into, probably. And let's go over these trees. Who knows how long these are going to be here. And the interesting thing that Joe pointed out about the site plan is that a lot of this work is outside of that site plan's construction boundary. So we're talking about maybe phase 2 happening simultaneously, multiple phases. There's construction offices. That's the main block of construction offices. And then there's another set of construction offices down here in what I call what's going on down here land. To keep with the Disneyland thing. So yeah, so here's more construction offices, and what's going on? Are they building the ecological paradise? I don't know. I don't really see anything happening over here. There's the Colorado on the right side. So we'll see. But it's going to be a river walk, so it's going to be near the Colorado. Obviously not a priority at this point in time. And they can slap that together pretty quick. So, all right, let's go. This is where those batch plant parts were. So let's see if those were new batch plant parts or if they just moved. Yep, they moved them. They certainly did. So yeah, they were right there. All right. Mystery solved on that one. This is all very exciting. See, every day is just a new, different thing around here, and it's just so exciting to see all this work happening so quickly. If this is your first time viewing one of these videos, please do yourself a favor and go back in time. There's only 2 months of these in existence because this is how long the project's been going, and you will be mind blown at the amount of transformation that this site has undergone in those 2 short months. It truly is remarkable. Ranger Excavation, amazing crew. Unbelievable. I mean, these guys, serious business. Everyone I talk to, and I'm not in construction, everyone I talk to who's familiar with construction, you know, whether they're at the city level or, you know, at the construction company level, has agreed on one observation, and that is this is the biggest and fastest moving project they've ever been associated with. And I mean, that's what it seems like to me, but I don't necessarily hang around construction projects, so I don't have any basis for comparison. But hearing it from experts who have been in the industry for 3 decades or more, and them being just as impressed as we are, that says a lot. It says a huge amount. So that was the Grand Circle Tour. I'm sure I missed a billion things. Please put them in the comments. And let me know if you enjoyed this format. It was a little bit different today. Call it Sunday Fun Day. And I may do this again, or I may not. Regular flight path video scheduled for tomorrow. And thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate you. Please get involved in the conversation down below if you have thoughts on anything we've seen or discussed today. And we'll see you next time.